otherworldly beings truly exist. I may sound insane, but I know they're true. I've seen one, after all. In this world full of lies, sugar-coated with the glamorous sweet nothings, I met her. The way our gazes lock, our hands touch. It still felt vivid. It always felt new. Every time I relive it in my mind, a kaleidoscope of butterflies always occupies my stomach.
I leave in the morning, I'll forget that I am.
Like a lost puppy, I came back to where our gazes first collided. Every time, I find myself mindlessly walking through the place where we first met. It was as if my feet got a mind of its own.
Crash, and as it shatters, let me shatter into you.
Are you okay?
You're that girl from the other day, right? Forgot this.
Thank you. It's been missing. I didn't know what to do.
It's alright, I understand.
I'm really sorry for my inconvenience. Do you want to hang out at the nearby cafe so I could just patch up your troubles? My treat.
No thanks, I just might disturb you.
No, you won't. Let's go and drink something.
Just like that, our relationship bloomed into friendship. The woman I once knew was a stranger grew to be my friend.
It's been a year and 40 days since you picked me up and swept me away. I wanted to run with you into the midnight sun with you. Now I sit around and rust in vain.
I can't help but want something more. Can I even voice out my feelings?
For someone to hold me like you did that night, I still remember the soft candle glow.
At that moment, it felt as if the world stopped. My heart is drumming out of my chest. Ghouls, ghosts, gods. Humans have long lost touch with the spiritual realm and cannot see or recognize these beings anymore. These creatures have now become old myths kept alive only through the mouths of storytellers. Yet, I found her, the Earth's human's counterpart. Who would have thought that instead of protecting the one I love, I was making her condition worse. Each suffering reflected on her physically. The pollution, people burning away the trashes, people just throwing away the trashes from the ocean. I can see it in her face. I tried everything I could, influence others, make recycled things, segregation, conserving energy, making flyers for people to know that the earth is in danger. Just please, hang in there for me.
Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges of our time, with far-reaching implications for the environment, economy, and society. It is primarily driven by human activities, particularly the emission of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O. However, a multitude of factors contribute to its exacerbation, including deforestation, industrialization, agricultural practices, and more. To effectively combat climate change, it is essential to understand these influencing factors and implement comprehensive solutions. Factors influencing climate change. Greenhouse gas emissions. 1. Combustion of fossil fuels. The burning of coal, oil, and natural gas for energy production is a major source of carbon dioxide emissions. 2. Deforestation. The removal of forests reduces the Earth's capacity to absorb carbon dioxide, contributing to increased atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases. 3. Industrial processes. Various industries release greenhouse gases during manufacturing, refining, and production processes. Other factor influencing climate change is land use changes. Example of this is number 1, deforestation. Clearing forests for agriculture, urbanization, and logging not only reduces carbon sinks but also disrupts ecosystems, leading to biodiversity loss. Number 2, agriculture. Livestock farming, rice paddies, and fertilizer use release significant amounts of methane and nitrous oxide, contributing to climate change. Another factor of influencing climate is natural factors. Example of this is solar radiation. Variations in solar output influence Earth's climate over long periods. And volcanic activity. Volcanic eruptions releases sulfur dioxide and ash into the atmosphere, which can temporarily cool the planet by blocking sunlight. For our last influencing factors affecting climate is human activities. Number 1, urbanization. Rapid urban growth leads to increased energy consumption, transportation emissions, and heat island effects. 2. Consumerisms. The production and disposal of goods contribute to greenhouse gases emissions, waste generation, and resource depletion. So now, what we are going to do to eliminate the factors of climate change? Here are some solutions to mitigate climate change. Transition to renewable energy. Invest in renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydropower to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Implement policies to incentivize renewable energy adoption and phase out subsidies for fossil fuel industries. Another, afforestation and reforestation. Protect and restore forests to enhance carbon sequestration and preserve biodiversity. And encourage sustainable land management practices that prioritize conservation and reforestation efforts. Also, sustainable agriculture. Promote practices such as agroforestry, crop rotation, and organic farming to reduce emissions from agriculture. Support small-scale farmers and invest in research for climate-resilient agricultural techniques. Energy efficiency and conservation. Improve energy efficiency in buildings, transportation, and industry through technological advancements and behavioral changes. Encourage the adoption of energy-efficient appliances, vehicles, and infrastructure. Lastly, international cooperation and policy action. Strengthen international agreements such as the Paris Agreement to set ambitious emissions reduction targets. implement carbon pricing mechanisms, emission trading schemes, and regulation to internalize the cost of carbon pollution.
Just please, hang in there for me.